Hey, my name is Marco. I'm a pro opera singer turned voice actor, and after listening to Bury the Light on this channel, you can find that link here, I have become a convert both to Casey Edwards' music, but also to just the incredible badassery that is Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 5. I've only played the original Devil May Cry, so it's been fun to re-explore this. I actually have downloaded Devil May Cry 5 thanks to that Bury the Light video. I want to listen to Devil Trigger now, which, as I understand it, is the polar opposite to Bury the Light and to Virgil. If this is Nero's battle theme and that was Virgil's theme, I'm curious to hear the similarities and differences, but also to focus on Devil Trigger specifically. This is a blind react, so let's dive in. So I find it interesting that there's this sort of long intro, and I think there's going to be quite a bit of mirroring between Devil Trigger and Bury the Light. Oh, pretty interesting. So this whole song is about anger and releasing your emotions and like sort of allowing yourself to fully step into your anger and into your rage and into your anger and like sort of vomit it out and sort of undo the, that opening section, I'll endure the exile. It's really like, I don't know, it's just like bubbling, right? And then as we enter into the actual lyrics here, there's this like bubbling over and then there's this release. We have these lyrics that are telling us that it's time to unleash the beast, as it were, unleash the demon. It's pretty cool. I feel like there's a dance here too. We have so you've got that. That's like one aspect of Nero's personality, and then you've got this electric guitar that's taking over, and it's like, and so we've got that sort of dance with his personalities, and then that rage, kind of becoming friends with that rage in this. it's really interesting that we went into this pop route, and this is Allie Edwards, Casey's sister, or wife. I'm pretty sure sister. I saw that somewhere. What's really cool is that it's this pop, fresh, youthful. I mean, I'm staring at a picture of Nero right now. There's this. I mean, you see in his eyes this sort of anger and frustration, but he's young, and so there's a bit of this buoyancy in the music. There's a buoyancy that's naturally in him. I think that even though there is this anger as well, this song being in a pop style and also having this metal electronic behind it is elevating that feeling of like youth and vibrance and agility in him. Hey, wait, that sounds like this. Bury the light deep inside. Is that the same melody? But lower? I love that. Bang, 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 pull my devil trigger. And the lyrics are just so, yeah, it's expressing himself and his overconfidence and his abilities and his strength of will and courage. And he's very, very confident, bordering on very cocky at the same time. It's really fun to listen to. I don't know how much Nero has suffered in his life. I mean, I'm sure quite a bit. He seems like a really tragic, complicated character. There's that section here right before the repeat of the chorus where there's this brief moment where it's almost orchestral, and there's really like this feeling of this like grip in his chest, like, man, why is he so angry? And anger, when we look at emotions, anger is usually a byproduct of fear. He grew up not knowing that he had a father, right? If I recall correctly. So he's had to pick up and look after himself and be a father to himself. But unfortunately, like that willingness to sort of accept his circumstances wasn't really there maybe, and so there's a lot of anger towards the world and anger for having had to become an adult really quickly. I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if that doesn't play into it. And I love here at the end where we have this duality between this sort of lighter pop sound and then this very heavy as he unleashes that demon inside. It's sick, these two are awesome. I mean, it's like probably really hard to pick, but which of these two songs appeals to you more, Bury the Light or Devil Trigger? Because both of them have their own, they're both brilliant in terms of what the story that they're telling, how they relate to the characters that they're talking about. In this case, it feels like this is Nero's, he's saying, I dare you to come after me. I dare you to pull the devil trigger. You'll see what happens. There's this youthful extravagance about him in this particular song that is so interestingly different from Bury the Light, which felt much more introspective. This is much more extra, like out there and wanting to fly and wanting to be free of sort of the shackles inside of himself and unleash that beast onto the world and step into himself. And I think step into his confidence, and that cockiness that he feels is probably a show until he's allowed to really unleash his demon and let that anger out and become the man that he wants to be. Yeah, it's super cool. This music's awesome. As always, thanks a ton. There's links in the About section if you want to support the channel. Feel free to like and subscribe if you're new. And as always, thanks a ton. There's a lot more of this to come. Talk to you later. Bye.